Viewpoint in-car video training guide. It is very important to ensure that all of our staff is trained on this procedure. Failure to follow these steps could result in customer video issues. Whoever docks the cameras into the video box must wait for the customer's QR code to print out. Do not walk away from the video box after docking the cameras without handing the QR code to the customer. Drive customers. Customer is assigned to the car by the computer person. Then the computer person grabs 2 cameras and records the camera numbers next to the person's name on the roster. Do not turn the cameras on yet. Employee then walks the customer to the car. The lane buckler should always stand at their car. This employee can be the computer person / helmet person or manager or mechanic. Lane bucklers should not leave their lanes for any reason. The computer person passes the customer and their in-car cameras off to the lane buckler. The lane buckler then powers both cameras on at the same time by pressing, not holding, both black buttons simultaneously. Ensure that the red light comes on each camera. The lane buckler then mounts the cameras in the car, matching up the colored mounts on both the in-car mount and the camera mount. Remember, the main should always be the camera mounted closest to the driver's window, pointing out of the windshield. The picture-in-picture or PIP camera should always be the one mounted furthest from the driver's window, pointing inside the car. The buckler then proceeds to load the customer in the car. Cameras will stay running throughout the customer's experience if they have multiple sessions. Once the customer's experience is complete, the lane buckler will unload the customer from the car. That's when you pull the cameras from the car and power both off by pressing, not holding, both black buttons simultaneously until both red lights turn off. If you pull the cameras from the car and both red lights are off prior to powering them off, notify a manager immediately. The employee, which could be the computer person, helmet person, manager, or mechanic, will have next customer waiting at the car for the lane buckler and will walk the completed customer back to pit wall with their in-car videos. Employee will then dock the cameras in their proper port and wait for the QR code to print out. Check the timestamp at the bottom of the receipt to ensure that it's longer than a minute long. Then hand receipt to the customer. Ride customers. When a ride customer is checking in, the rider check-in employee will assign a numbered lanyard to the customer. Ride bucklers will get a rider from line and will grab 2 cameras from their experience from the designated ports in the ride-along camera box. Each ride car for the day should be designated on the roster as Ride Car 1, Ride Car 2, etc. Ride buckler will then walk the customer to the ride-along car staging area, awaiting the ride car to come back in. Before loading the customer into the car, power both cameras on by pressing, not holding, both black buttons on the camera simultaneously. Ensure the red light comes on both cameras. Now once both cameras are powered on, the ride buckler will hand the camera to the ride driver. The ride driver then mounts the cameras in the car, matching up the colored mounts on both the in-car mount and the camera mount. The ride buckler then loads the customer into the car. When the ride car returns, the ride buckler will unload the customer. The ride driver will hand both cameras to the ride buckler, where the ride buckler will power the cameras off. The ride buckler will then walk the customer back to pit wall. Dock both cameras in the corresponding port by docking the main camera in the top slot first, followed by the PIP camera in the bottom port. The ride buckler should have the customer stand next to them as they are docking the cameras in the video box. Now wait until the customer's QR code prints out. Check the timestamp at the bottom of the receipt to ensure that it's longer than a minute long. Hand to the customer and have them step over pit wall to have their helmet removed.